It is official, the Legend of Zelda movie is in the works, and this past week, Miyamoto took over the Nintendo Twitter account to announce a live-action Legend of Zelda movie. So this is following on from the huge success of the Super Mario Bros. Animated movie. However, two words strike fear into the Zelda community, and those words are live action. Today, I want to take a closer look at the announcement of a Zelda movie and how Nintendo can pull off this huge task of making a live-action Zelda movie exceed our expectations. Before we get stuck into the topic today, let me know what you think about a live-action Zelda movie. Do you think it's going to be good? And who do you want to see playing the main characters? Plus, which story do you think they're going to tell in the movie? Well, this Zelda news came out of thin air last week with a classic "This is Miyamoto" tweet. So let's have a look at that together first of all. Miyamoto says, "This is Miyamoto. I've been working on the live-action film with The Legend of Zelda for many years now with Avi Arad-san, who's produced many mega-hit films. I've asked Avi-san to produce this film with me, and we've now officially started the development of the film, with Nintendo itself heavily involved in the production. It will take time until its completion, but I hope you look forward to seeing it." Well, that was the initial tweet, but following on that announcement and Nintendo's latest earnings call, Miyamoto expanded on the topic a little bit more. So Miyamoto said, "Regarding the live-action film with The Legend of Zelda, I know we face an extremely high hurdle in producing a film that will not disappoint the global fan base. With this challenge in mind, I've been discussing the project with Avi Arad, chairman of Arad Productions, for about 10 years. Movies, they are just like games, in that you need to spend a lot of time working on them until you've got something you are satisfied with. Movies therefore need sponsors who can lend their full support until completion, and for the production of our movies, Nintendo itself act as a sponsor. To produce the movie, we're able to assemble a group of people who are willing to commit time to the production until we come up with something we feel confident about. And we hope to release something good that will meet everyone's expectations, so please look forward to it." Well, the announcement of the movie itself isn't surprising. Given the Super Mario Bros. Movie did so well, it already made $1.36 billion and became the highest grossing video game movie after just 1 week. We've also seen other successful video game adaptations this year, including The Last of Us TV show. We've had Sonic movies, the Detective Pikachu movie, and also, to a lesser extent, the Uncharted movie. The Legend of Zelda movie makes a whole load of sense, but live action, I'm really not sure about that. But first of all, let's have a look at the team that has been assembled and see what we can discover. So Avi Arad is a producer with credits on loads of Spider-Man movies, so 2002 Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, the Venom movie in 2018, the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, also from 2018, Morbius from 2022, and the Uncharted movie also from 2022, and we've got the upcoming Borderlands movie coming in 2024. You could argue there's a mixed bag in there, so I love the Spider-Verse movies and some of the live-action Spider-Man movies, but I'm not really sure about Venom, Morbius, or the Uncharted movies. Wes Ball has been selected as the director for the project, and he's given us the Maze Runner movies and also the upcoming Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Interestingly, he has also been quoted saying he wanted to use similar technology to the Avatar movies to bring the Legend of Zelda series to life. A live-action movie feels like a big risk when Hyrule could be realised through animation. Many fans have been calling for a Legend of Zelda and Studio Ghibli crossover. Live action means we're going to have actors playing our favourite characters like Link, Zelda and Ganondorf, plus many more, and a live action tingle. Well, that just sends shivers down my spine. Even creating characters like Ganondorf or Gorons or Zora, it's all going to be really difficult to achieve without it coming off looking like bad cosplay and also not living up to fans' expectations. A Legend of Zelda movie is going to be hard enough, but live action feels like a very high hurdle, even for the best movie makers in the business. The team assembled does have good experience with special effects, and I really want them to make a success of it, But it's going to be interesting to see how it turns out. Nintendo, they are going to be closely involved again as a sponsor, and Miyamoto is likely to be a producer, so you'd imagine they're going to want to release something that lives up to fans' expectations. One benefit of animation is you only need voice actors. In a live-action movie, you're going to need real actors, and this throws up the very real prospect of having famous actors playing characters we know and love like Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf. Personally, I prefer to see the team select unknown actors and let them grow into the roles, rather than having already famous actors take on the roles. When voice actors for the Super Mario movie was announced, there was an outcry that Chris Pratt was playing Mario. We also had Jack Black as Bowser, Charlie Day as Luigi, and a whole load of famous actors as well. Now, I think this is fine in an animated movie, but in live action, this is going to be a very, very delicate casting. Names that are already being thrown around are like Tom Holland or Timothée Chalamet as Link, Hunter Schafer or Zendaya as Princess Zelda, then you've got Jake Gyllenhaal or Charles Dance as Ganondorf. And, while the prospect of Charles Dance chewing up the scenery as Ganondorf does sound delightful, I really don't want to see already famous actors playing the Legend of Zelda cast. I would much rather see a cast of unknown characters play the roles and let them grow into the movie, and also maybe the sequels if this somehow outperforms our expectations and does really well at the box office. Much of the outcry, and myself included, has been a live-action movie Legend of Zelda cannot work, but we should pause and take a look at other live-action fantasy movies that have worked and gone on to be box office smash successes. So for example, the original Lord of the Rings trilogy comes to mind. That's got a similar aesthetic. Game of Thrones as well. They've got kings and queens, swordplay, magic and dragons. There's lots of comparisons there to the Legend of Zelda. Harry Potter also was very successful in being adapted from the books, so it is possible for this to go well, but so many elements have to come together. The medium, the cast, the presentation, and also crucially, the story as well. And that brings me on to my final point, and that is, which story will the movie try and tell? Are they going to lift a story from an existing game, or are they going to tell us a unique story for the movie? So personally, I'd like to see them adapt Ocarina of Time, which has many elements of a Zelda story we love, including time travel, Link saving Princess Zelda, the Triforce and Ganondorf. Twilight Princess and Breath of the Wild could also be another epic movie story. I actually think the movie team are going to write a unique story for themselves. I'd imagine it's going to take elements from the best games and try to create a unique story that stays true to the essence of the Legend of Zelda. Well, the announcement of the Legend of Zelda movie filled me with both excitement and also fear. A Zelda movie sounds great and is likely to raise the profile of the brand name and the series that we all love so much. Live action seems like a huge risk though, but in these type of situations you have to assume that everyone is going to do their best, and with Miyamoto at the helm, he's not going to want to mess up the Zelda franchise with a terrible movie. So while I do think it is a risk, I am hopeful we're going to get a good movie at the end of the process. Well, as always, let me know down in the comments what you think about a live-action Legend of Zelda movie, and crucially, do you think it's going to work? As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Also, you can like it and you can share that video. It really, really helps me out on the channel. But thank you for discussing the Legend of Zelda movie today. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.